Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This time I'm going to show you some of my own mocks that I created for my own custom LEGO Elves series. So this year is the 10th anniversary of the LEGO Elves theme and I wanted to create my own continuation of the series by making some custom sets, like a season 5 kind of continuation. So I made all these builds that you see right here and I wanted to make a special video for you all to see. As you can see here, I made some mindles and 5 mocks. I decided to go with the blue color leaves and this theming because recently I bought some of these parts that you see all around here. I know it might not look like the original LEGO Elves sets, but I want to give this wave a different and unique kind of vibe. We will take a look at each one of these builds, but first let's start with the mindles. So these are all the mindles that I made. I wanted specifically to give the main characters some new outfits, and I also made a villain for this season, just like every LEGO Elves wave back then. As you know, the LEGO Elves theme had some of the most amazing mindle designs, and the printing was very detailed. We didn't see that much of a detail since then, so I don't have a lot of detailed and new parts to give to the characters, but I tried to find some that match their previous designs. Starting off with Emily, I gave her the same face print and her hair design, but I chose those pants bits and that cute shirt. Next up is Farran. I wanted to use Mateo's green cape from the LEGO Dreams sets, and I also gave him Fiero's torso piece. For Naida, I only gave her a new top piece, and for Aira, I gave her that skirt piece. Azari here has these pieces to create a nice little dress. And finally, my new villain is called Listhea, and a little backstory for her is that she was going to become one of the 5 sisters, but she chose a darker path, and now she steals memories in a dark and gloomy forest. For her design, I chose these pieces for the dress and that new hairpiece that Alia had in the comic book and game store set. Starting off with the first set, this is a little market stall in a classic Elves vibe and design, as you can see here. I made the classic Elves roof that almost all the buildings had in the theme. Here are some products for the Elves to buy, and I also have a pumpkin patch on the side. On the left is a tree with a waterfall coming down from it. The waterfall has a secret. I made this little compartment where it has these pieces right here. I also gave all the sets these nice fern pieces in this amazing color, and also these blue foliage pieces with the iconic gems on the top that all the elf sets had. Now turning it back, you can see the inside of the shop. Here it's a bread piece and a carpet, some drawers and some other things for the shop to sell, and also a fireplace right here. On the upper floor is a little bed. And now let's see the other set. Next up, I wanted to make my own dragon sanctuary because I don't have the original one, and I made this one in a treehouse design. Down here I have a waterfall coming up from the tree, some koi fish tiles, and some more of these fern pieces. On this side there's also a waterfall and more koi fish, a little lantern back here, and these iconic mushrooms from the Elves theme. At the center I made this dragon statue. The design is from Lagana's Magic Shadow Castle, and I thought of giving it a medallion hanging from it. And at the top is one of the dragon eggs. Here I also made a little place for the purple dragon egg, and here is the green one. Turning it around, I made some living spaces for the elves. Down below is a library with some plants, and a watering can, and a little carrot patch on this side, as you can see here. On this side, upstairs, is a table with all kinds of food and chairs for the elves. The next floor doesn't look that great, but I want to give the eggs some places to be, and that's why I had to compromise the space. I think this one looks pretty cool, all things considered, and let's take a look at the next one. This one is a treehouse slash watchtower kind of build, and I wanted it to come with this Pegasus piece. It's from the LEGO Friends party set that came this summer, but I gave it some golden wings, and I think it's perfect for the elves line. Now, here is a little river that's going this way, and a nice big campfire for the elves to cook some dinner. I made the small pumpkin patch again here, and I used some more of these fern pieces in this side. Right here you can see some smoke pieces, and the thing about this is that it's a spell that the elves use for keeping this treehouse safe from Lucifer's spells. I also made this tiny place for the hamster, and on the top floor is a balcony for the elves to watch out for intruders and having a drink. Right here. And here I also made another one of these iconic roofs. Now, turning it around, on the bottom I have just a table with some stuff on it and two chairs for the elves to sit, and on the upper floor is also a small storage space kind of area and a slide to get to the bottom. I think I like this one more than the last one, and it's giving me strong elves vibes. And now let's get to the more evil sets that I created. Now, this set is actually an extension for the next one that we're going to look, but I wanted to keep that aesthetic from the next one and making another little cave kind of build. This is Listea's cave, as you can see. Starting off here, I have a little arch for Listea to look out to, and some crystals that are iconic, that were always present in the elf sets. More fern pieces, this time in this green color, and the telescope here. And here is a waterfall that's coming from the top of the cave right here. And up there is a little tree branch. In this place where Listea lives, the trees are dark blue and magenta, with these color leaves that are also from the Wednesday sets. Here is a balcony for Listea to hang out, and it's sitting on top of a tree, as you can see. And turning it around, I decided that the cave will be Listea's potion making area. So here are some potions or ingredients that she uses, and here are some pots for making potions. There's not much going on other than that around here, so that was this little set as well. And now let's get to the final and biggest build of them all. And now this is the biggest build that I made, and my favorite one as well. This is Listea's castle. I think I made the color scheme for her great, and I love all these tree branches that are around. Starting off with the bottom, here is the entrance to the castle. Pink crystals are all around here, and some neon green ones that represent that work out as lanterns here. I also like this embellishment for the top of the entrance, and on the second floor we have some balconies for the castle and this nice printed window piece that came from Arendelle Castle Village from Frozen. More of these crystal lanterns, And on the third floor, here's another balcony piece with a teal arch. And on the upper floor, I used these pieces that came from Rontu, the Master Dragon from Ninjago. And up here is Lysithea's throne. On the right side is a little arch for the raven to hang out and a small waterfall that drips down to the second floor. Underneath is also a nice big tree with these dark blue colored leaves and some fern pieces. And now on the left side I put a koi fish here, some stalagmites and some magenta crystals back here. And right here is a giant waterfall. Above the waterfall are some roots and another balcony of the castle and more of these three branches here and here. A bridge is connecting these two parts that is also wobbly. And now turning it around, on the first floor of the castle is a small couch for Lysithea and a table with a watering can and some flower pieces on this side. The second floor has Lysithea's bed. There is also hiding a secret that I'm going to show you. It's a letter piece. And on the third floor is a small desk and a chair. Here I created a function that when you pull this piece, this one from the front, the third floor collapses to the second one. And yeah, it's pretty simple but effective. As you can see, if you're an Elves fan, you will notice that this build is inspired a lot by Regana's castle from 2016, which is an iconic build to me. So yeah, this is Lysithea's castle, which I think turned out pretty good in my opinion. I love the color scheme and the shaping all around, and I think it's a nice aesthetic for a villain. So now let's get to the outro of the video. So these are all my mocks for my custom LEGO Elves Season 5 Dream Series. This was another project that I thought will be a very good video for the 10th anniversary of the theme, because we all miss them so much, and I think by building and remembering it, we keep its legacy alive. I think I did a decent job with all of this, and if I had more time and more ideas, I will definitely do more of them and make a bigger wave of sets with creatures and stuff. But I like this lineup, and I'm so glad that I used all these new foliage pieces that I got the past summer. I love the Elves line, and I hope you liked my mocks in this video. I see that my channel is growing a lot faster this year. I'm so grateful for all of you that keep coming back and taking my videos and appreciating my work. I appreciate you all, and yeah, I hope you like this one and my voice, which I'm going to use more often from now on, for reviews specifically and maybe even ranking videos. So tell me your thoughts about all of these builds and about the Elves theme in general in the comments below, and please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos and content from me. I love talking about LEGO and I love chatting with you all in the comments, so please leave one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!